Good night, fellow punters. The clock on the wall is 25 minutes away from 11 o'clock on Friday night. I am here in the Arda Hotel, about 2 mile out the Ballyconneely Road out of Clifton. Narrow, windy, twisty road with a very narrow bridge that people that would be familiar with it. Got a great reception here altogether, one of the best ever. Walked in the door and there was a 10-year-old dog, Bruce, lying down, wagging his tail to welcome me, and followed me up the stairs a few minutes later, showing me to my room. A very nice woman at the desk. I don't know what nationality, I didn't feel like asking her. She's not Irish. She could be Australian. But she had some cake for me when I came back the second time, because I went off to get diesel and for the morning, not to be wasting time. And I was going to have something to eat in town, but I didn't. Come back. I'm here about 3 hours, more, 3.5 hours, looking through videos and whatnot. There's a plethora of stuff. There's great racing tomorrow. I think there was 20 horses in the tracker and 22 on Sunday running, so it weed out a lot of them. We were in, where are we today? We left Doolin this morning at 9:30, and water was the first priority. We're looking for beer, but you can't get beer before 10:30. We got that in Kilcolgan as we passed through it, and we got vodka tonight in Clifton for them. Must be drinking a good dash within the rooms. We were in Galway then, and I parked at the back of the Park House Hotel. Connor was there, so he okayed it, and I went off for a walk, done a few bets, went down, watched a bit of busking going on. There was a great fella there. He's the image of Bob Marley, baiting a bit of a goat skin. Good. But it was beginning to miss, so I went back, chatted Kitty Carr, the owner there of the Park House, for a while, and we had tea and a scone. She offered me lunch, but I declined. I wasn't hungry at the time. I was only about just gone 12 o'clock. So we left at 2, went for Glenowla Mines for a sheep demonstration just outside Oughterard. That was from 3 o'clock to 4:10. And then it lash rained the whole way to Clifton. So they're in the Abbey Glynn tonight castle, and there was a lot of people going in at the one time. There was 3 or 4 minibuses. So I'm picking them up at 9:30 in the morning. Good job we agreed to that, because the breakfast doesn't start here until 8:30. So we're going to Kylemore Abbey and on towards Athlone then, I think, and Athboy tomorrow evening. So Sunday morning an early start. I think they're flying at 9 o'clock. So we'll be out of Dodge early. I seen the first race today, but they're going. I can't be waffling too much. Who was giving out about me last night? Having the crack. I'm only joking. Martin Dennis, you're welcome aboard. Thanks for tuning in. I know I don't waffle on, but sure, that's me. I'm a waffling bus driver. First race today, as I said last night, the step back and trip wasn't a positive move, but Moore gave it, used up a lot of stamina all right, or tried to make stamina a strong point in the race, but he got tapped for toe, and he's more of a stayer. He's a 2-miler, and even 2-2, the length of the race, that our little bus favourite. I love that little horse, Sweet William. It's been a great money spinner for us. Just does enough. Good turn of foot today, I thought. Good say, a battler, and just my kind of horse, I'll tell you. I love it. No ways flashy, just gets it done. I seen there tonight, they opened the hood or the blinkers a little bit more. It must be nearly like sunglasses with a hole in it. I wonder where that horse to go next. I don't know. Because that's the race that Trushan won last year, and he went on to France then after that. I wonder would I ever run him in France. I'd love to see him in the flesh. Johnny Morrow asked the question, was I going to Ayr? Doesn't look like it because Listowel is on the same day. I might go the Sunday and Monday to Listowel because I think I'm driving the following weekend, so I won't be able to make the race on the weekend after, closing weekend. We had great winner there as well, and Who's Glen. First time on the turf, as my old friend used to say, they were born on grass, why wouldn't they run on grass? Fierce impressive, great turn of foot. It's entered in a handicap in the same race that Master Builder, a winner for Sarah a couple of weeks ago, is a 6-1 fav. I see it's a 14-1 shot. Be interested to see what the handicapper will put him up from 80. Probably put him up £12, I suppose, anyway. Nice horse to follow though. I thought Natural Look got another bad ride from that fella. He's not good. I'm not going to back him again. The horses are better than, but he's not a great pilot. Or he's not a lucky pilot for me anyway. But made a few pound anyway. And if we're making a few pound, we're not losing a few pound. They'd have home or housekeeping to be done. Sincere condolences to Chris Donnelly and his family on the passing of his brother. That's a couple of family members that he has shared with us in the past couple of years that has went to the next world. Our resident bus fireman had a bit of a heart attack, Peter Wood. Peter, I think he's out in Turkey, is it, or Malta or somewhere. He's out some foreign country. But he just put out all the fires and keep the bus safe at night. And Leeds, good to hear from as well. I didn't check the declarations for Sunday to see is Greek Flower running. I look at them now when I get this in Dublin. And Allaho, bus favourite, was retired today. Brought back great memories of just he was some leper when he'd be in full flow, I'll tell you. Loved that horse. And just one thing, there was someone saying about the ducks, feeding the ducks and them getting indigestion. There was one with this year, and we done an experiment. We brought bread, we brought chips, and we brought the fat of rashers, and the only thing that the ducks ate was the bread. And she said if they're a very smart animal, and if they eat it, that means that they know that it doesn't do them any harm, and what they don't like they leave behind. So I was happy to do that because I was worried that it was harmful to them, because that wouldn't be the reason I'd be doing it. Anyway, got to get on, get less of the waffle, get on with it. Alright, Martin. Tomorrow, start off with 3 bus horses, and to newcomers to the channel, a bus horse is a horse that we tipped and it won last time, so we go again with it as a loyalty bet. It's won the last couple of times for us. It's All About You. Now it won at 2 miles the last day, but 1.6 I'd say be ideal, but heavy ground might just at 1.4 might be the do the business tomorrow. He's off what? 79, up £4. But at fast last to last year, this was over 2 miles. It showed a great turn of foot, Airden Cagney, but tired in coming up the stretch. We were praying for the line.
Who's down now by It's All About You is going to sail on by very quickly, and It's All About You taking it up now. The others are really toiling. Diamonda Van DC on the right, Harakama in the centre, Kibana Habana is plugging on, but it looks all about It's all about you. 2 or 3 lengths clear of Russian Rumour as they make their way inside the final quarter mile. It'll feel like a long way home here. They're really struggling in the ground, and it's all about you. Clear in second. Russian Rumour hasn't stopped trying, still with 3 lengths to make up the early leader, and It's All About You is definitely emptying now inside the final furlong, getting pretty tired. Russian Rumour getting the margin down a little bit. It's All About You from Russian Rumour. It's All About You. It's getting desperate, but he'll just see it out and win.
Yeah, just seen it out. But he ran well at a mile and a half before, without a doubt. So his second favourite is a Gary Moore horse, isn't it? No, Ian Williams, Night Breeze. We'll have to go at one for us twice. It's All About You. And Musselburgh as well tomorrow, the 6:50. Showtime Mahomes won for us the last time over 7 furlongs. And that was a class 6. Off 69 tomorrow. It only went up £3. He's 2 for 2 at Musselburgh. Two, 3 for 3. What am I on about? 3 for 3. You'd have been sending me an email to correct me. So he won by a nose. Just his head was just down. That's him there, his head up in there. I'd prefer to see him keeping his head down.
Right, Briggs of Two having that one fall right back into his lap, and it looks as if it's chance gone. Less than a furlong to go. It's Showtime Mahomes from Jack Hammer, Pembrokeshire, Novak the far side. Ramon Deloria is out a bit wider. Jack Hammer getting to Showtime Mahomes as they near the line. It's tight again. Jack Hammer, Showtime Mahomes flash past together in a photo. Novak.
Jack Hammer takes him on again, and the one behind it, Ramon Deloria, takes him on. Or does it? He does, Deloria. And then we go to an outsider tomorrow, but it done the business for a Smooth Tom. Small wager on this lad, in the hope that he might at least place. Because he's a 5-year-old. 5-year-olds having a great record in the race. He's decent though. And he only went up £2. The jockey, remember, nearly lost it. And I nearly lost it. I nearly lost the head.
Shifting to the middle of the track is Common Practice.
Stop riding him. See him here.
Then comes Saturn with a furlong and a half to go. It's Smooth Tom. Has taken it up from the long-time leader Highland Bling and Common Practice, and Saturn inside the final furlong of the McHenry Cup handicap. The leader is Smooth Tom from Highland Bling, Common Practice, and Saturn, and up to the line it is Smooth Tom from a rallying Highland Bling on the outside. The line
6-1 on the 4-horse race there. Now this is very competitive. There's 90k for the winner. O'Brien has the Fav. Willie Mullins has a first time horse there, Plenty. You don't know what he's like. On the first time on the flat, he won and horsed up in Sligo, wasn't it? Yeah. Well, Saturn is in it. We won on him before. He was with Nuremberg that won Nürburgring, that won the Galway play hurdle. A lot of joy, who cost me a lot of money when we traded odds on the last day. But we'll stay with that just for the fact that it won. It's a 14-1 shot, I think. $14 to 1, 16 to 1 there in a couple of boards. Paying 6 places. Let's see. We look at Doncaster. There's a... Or did I skip this? Cover up way back to before Chagrin. That one last week, but we're on it before it won. I tipped up Wallbank the last time. It didn't run. Albashir won for us before with Holly Doyle. JM Jungle backed him several times there. Won for us twice last year. Didn't tip him or back him the last day. Won at 12-1. Amarama Gold. It's a decent race. Probably cover up because 4-year-olds have won the last 3 renewals of this. Cover up as a 4-year-old and it's drawn high. So that seems to be the one in that race that we might back each way. Kinross is running in this. I'm going to get him. I think Port Master. It's rated 117. It's the highest rating. It's carrying a penalty for winning, but it won very well in the Cora. Had a Midland race prior to that behind Shartash, but it's good to Ferrum. A bit of cut in the ground, I don't think there's any harm to it. So that's the selection there. Port Master. Then we have the Ledger. 7 runners in this. We have a Bus horse in that won for us before, Illinois. But I think with the step up and thrift, Sunway might be the one tomorrow. There isn't 8 in it to go each way. Back him on the snot. If you look at to staying on in the Irish Derby, and it got a sort of too far back the last day. Big price that too far back today against Goliath, but was running on, and the extra 2 furlongs. Like when it's ahead there of Augusta Rodin and Luxembourg and Dubai, I think that might be classy enough, classier maybe than Illinois, to win that race tomorrow. So that's the selection. Where are we? We're at Doncaster. 4:15. Didn't look at anything. I think I gave these a skip. They're too competitive. We'll tip over to South Dublin. Solonaway Stakes. We backed that whole Maljoum a few times, but he's a 5-year-old. 3-year-olds have a good record in this race. No, they won it last year. 5-year-olds haven't won it in the 10 years. That was it. The 3-year-olds have a decent record. Won last year. Diego Velasquez is this geezer 2 for 2 at Leopardstown. He's 2 for 2 at Leopardstown. Eight and 11 in prime condition. I know Maljoum was second, but he has let us down. Anytime we tip him since the time he should have won. He was no good to us since. The fact that that's the new first time cheek pieces. But we'll go with like he's the boat rated 190 and he's the £5 allowance. 250 the Matron. Porta Fortuna, the favourite, won the Coronation Stakes and won the Matron. This is a tough bit, you know, hard. Best run the last day was with Moore, but he's not on it tomorrow. Falmouth. Back to Tom Marquand. Hopefully he can do the business in that. The 325 is the big race. Economics is the fav. There is 8 in this. I'm going with the French horse. Not the French horse, the Japanese horse. There's a right turn of foot altogether. If you look at the French Derby, and they brought it over to France a month ago to prepare yourself for this. If you look at it here, do you see the yellow hat? That book there. Well, it's not a book, it's a girl, isn't it?
Wide around his Sunriser, starting to run on his Cosmo Coranda, and back to the inside, trying to make up some ground is down on Desile. They've got 350 metres to run, and down back on the inside, it's now Justin Milano joining in, back to the inside, down on Desile is running better than anything else. Down on Desile, the paid with Norihito Yokoyama is going to cause the upset. Down on Desile, Justin Milano and Shin Emperor rattling home into third. Down on Desile caused the upset. Justin Milano second. They're ready.
It's a fair turn of foot, that. And the fact that... Where am I here? Economics, probably after its run in Dover the last day, is the classiest on the improve. August Road and Needs It Like the Road. We won this year on it, and in the Breeders' Cup it was firm, or good firm. Good healing, I think, is against it. I think Los Angeles is more of a galloper, and Ghost Rider would be the danger after a good third the last to City of Troy. But I think at 16-1 with the 3 places, but the jockey I prefer now. I'd love to see Ryan Moore riding this tomorrow, but then again it would be an 8-1 shot if he was. But I was impressed with that turn of foot. Too complicated for me. I was spent ages of that and I couldn't. And there's a 6-1 favourite. Oh, we have Smooth Tom in that one. There's a class dropper then in the 5-10. We have an English horse favourite. The Atlantic Coast is worth an each way punt, paying 5 places. It's a class dropper. It's into a handicap. Group 3 listed Group 1, Group 3, Group 3, Group 2, where after one is made, it has never run in a handicap. So 3-year-olds have a good record in this race as well. Isn't it a 3-year-old? I'm getting mithered. It is a 3-year-old, carrying a big weight. Three-year-olds have won the last 3 renewals, and the 2 before that, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of the last 6. And a high draw is no harm, 11, 19, 16, 13. And a few of the winners were carrying 10 stone, 9, 11, 9, 13. So they were showing a bit of class. That's thrown 16, carrying 9, 2, 13. And the lucky last, Philly's handicap, of a horse that won us a few pounds before, got bad luck and bad position in Galway. Lady Lunette, them paying 5 places might be worth a shot. If I remember half of these, or if I get them up, I will. Get it into the oven. It is now 11:01. Bash the bookies over and out. The best of luck tomorrow. It's great racing.